Hey friends, imagine stepping into your backyard on a warm late summer morning, reaching up to a sturdy vine loaded with clusters of plump, juicy muscadine grapes, those sweet, musky, thick-skinned gems bursting with flavor you grew yourself, right in your own soil, no store-bought bag needed. If you're a complete beginner sitting there thinking, Muscadine grapes in my USA garden? That sounds amazing, but maybe complicated. I'm here to tell you it's actually one of the easiest and most rewarding native vines you can grow, especially if you live anywhere in the southeast, or even in a container setup farther north with a little winter protection. This guide is built just for you, clear, step by step, and full of encouragement so you can start today. Whether you're in the humid warmth of Georgia, the sunny hills of North Carolina, the coastal plains of Florida, the valleys of Texas, or a patio in a slightly cooler zone, we're covering everything from picking the right start to harvesting those sweet clusters, all in a way that feels simple, doable, and super exciting. So grab a notebook or just listen close, and let's turn your backyard into your own little Muscadine grapes vineyard. Let's begin with the smartest first step any beginner can take: choosing the right Muscadine grapes vine for success in the USA. Muscadine grapes are native to the southeastern United States and thrive beautifully in USDA hardiness zones 7 through 10, making them perfect for warm, humid climates where other grapes often struggle with disease. They love heat and humidity and are naturally resistant to many pests and fungal issues that plague traditional European grapes. Always start with a healthy young grafted or own rooted vine from a reputable nursery instead of seeds, because seeds take forever and may not give you the sweet, reliable varieties you want. Grafted vines often reward you with fruit in just 2 to 3 years. Great USA-friendly varieties include the classic bronze types like Carlos or Fry for sweet, juicy eating grapes, the black types like Noble or Cowart for deep color and rich flavor, or the self-pollinating types like Supreme if you only want one vine. When you bring your new Muscadine grapes vine home, look for one with strong, flexible canes, healthy green leaves, no signs of pests, and a sturdy root system. That's your ticket to lush growth and heavy crops. Now let's get your Muscadine grapes vine settled into the perfect home, because the right start makes everything easier. Muscadine grapes are vigorous climbing vines that need strong, permanent support like a sturdy trellis, arbor, pergola, or fence. Plan for something that can handle 10 to 20 feet of growth and heavy fruit loads. They love well-draining, slightly acidic soil with a pH between 5.5 and 6.5. In most USA gardens, especially in the southeast where clay can be heavy, mix in plenty of compost, sand, or pine bark to improve drainage so roots stay healthy and never sit in water. If you're planting in the ground, dig a hole twice as wide as the root ball but only as deep, setting the vine at the same depth it was in the nursery pot. For container growing, which is fantastic for beginners in borderline zones or small spaces, choose a big pot that's at least 20 to 30 gallons with plenty of drainage holes and fill it with a high-quality citrus or palm potting mix blended with perlite. Plant your Muscadine grapes the same careful way. Firm the soil gently, and right after planting, give it a deep drink of water to settle everything in and help those roots start exploring. Light is absolutely everything for turning your Muscadine grapes into a fruit factory, so let's make sure yours gets exactly what it needs. Your vine craves full sun, at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every single day. The sunny southeast. Position your Muscadine grapes where it gets strong morning and afternoon light, without tall trees or buildings blocking the way. In hotter western or southwestern areas, a little light afternoon shade can actually help prevent leaf scorch during peak summer heat. But never drop below those solid 6 hours. You'll know your Muscadine grapes is getting enough light when the leaves stay a vibrant deep green, and new canes keep shooting out strong and healthy. Too little light, and you'll see weak, spindly growth and far fewer flowers, which means fewer sweet clusters of Muscadine grapes later on. Temperature plays a huge role in keeping your Muscadine grapes happy and productive, and these native vines are true warm weather champions that do best when daytime temperatures stay between 70 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit with nights above about 55. In the classic southeast regions of Georgia, Alabama, Florida, and the Carolinas, your Muscadine grapes vine will thrive outdoors almost year-round, with very little extra effort. But if you're in a borderline zone, where winter temps can dip into the 20s, protection is simple. Wrap the main trunk with burlap, or move a potted vine into a bright, sheltered spot when hard freezes are forecast. During scorching summers above 95 degrees, in places like Texas or Arizona, extra mulch at the base helps keep roots cool. That steady warmth is exactly what brings on those tiny green flowers, in spring, that turn into heavy clusters of muscadine grapes by late summer and early fall. Watering your muscadine grapes the correct way is one of the biggest game changers for beginners, and once you nail this routine, your roots will stay healthy and strong for decades. The golden rule is deep, infrequent watering instead of shallow daily sprinkles. Right after planting, water your new muscadine grapes vine every few days for the first couple of weeks to help it establish. After that, shift to a deep soak once or twice a week, depending on your local weather. In hot, dry summers across the South, you might water every 5 to 7 days, giving the soil a good long drink until water runs out the bottom of the pot, or 12 inches down in the ground. Then let the top 2 to 3 inches of soil dry out completely before watering again. Just push your finger into the soil to check. This method prevents root rot, which is the most common killer of grapevines, while keeping the plant lush and productive. In rainy southeast summers, you may not need to water at all for weeks. Trust nature and only step in when the soil dries. Add a 2 to 3 inch layer of organic mulch around the base, pulled a few inches away from the trunk, to lock in moisture, cool the roots, and cut down on weeds all at once. Fertilizing gives your muscadine grapes the fuel it needs for lush green growth and heavy crops of sweet fruit. These vines are moderate feeders, so use a balanced fertilizer, or one formulated for grapes and fruiting vines, that's higher in potassium and phosphorus for flowers and fruit. Start feeding your young muscadine grapes vine about 6 weeks after planting. Then every 4 to 6 weeks during the active growing season, from early spring through early fall. A slow-release granular formula is super easy for beginners. Just sprinkle according to the package directions, based on the size of your vine. For potted muscadine grapes, a liquid grape fertilizer every 2 weeks during growth gives fast, visible results. Always water deeply before and after feeding so nutrients reach the roots without burning them. In late fall and winter, cut back or stop fertilizing completely so your vine can rest. You'll see the results in longer canes, more flowers, and plenty of developing clusters of muscadine grapes. Pruning your muscadine grapes keeps it looking beautiful, staying productive, and fitting perfectly on your trellis. And it's actually easier than most beginners expect once you learn the simple system. The best time is late winter, or very early spring while the vine is dormant, right after any danger of hard frost has passed. For muscadine grapes, focus on creating a strong permanent framework of 4 to 6 main arms along your trellis, then each year prune back the side shoots, called spurs, to 2 or 3 buds so energy goes into fruit instead of wild growth. Remove any dead, damaged, or crossing canes first, and open up the center so sunlight and air reach all the leaves. This prevents fungal problems and helps your muscadine grapes stay compact and loaded with fruit. Never remove more than 30% of the vine at once because muscadine grapes bounce back best from thoughtful, annual pruning. After pruning, give your vine a good feeding and deep watering to help it bounce back stronger than ever. Even the best gardeners run into a few hiccups with their muscadine grapes. So let's talk about the most common problems and the easy, beginner-friendly solutions so you can fix them fast. Yellow leaves on your muscadine grapes are usually a sign of either too much or too little water. Check the soil moisture first. If the soil is constantly wet, ease up on watering and improve drainage right away. If it's bone dry, give it a deep drink and start your consistent schedule. Nutrient deficiencies show up as pale leaves between the veins. That's when a quick dose of grape fertilizer or a foliar spray of micronutrients can turn things around in days. Pests like grape phylloxera or Japanese beetles may nibble leaves. The simple fix is a strong spray of neem oil or insecticidal soap every 7 to 10 days until they're gone. Muscadine grapes are naturally resistant to many diseases, but if you notice leaf spot or powdery mildew in very humid seasons, improve air circulation with proper pruning and avoid overhead watering. Birds and squirrels love the sweet fruit. The easiest solution is netting the clusters once they start to color. The key for every problem is catching it early and acting gently. Your Muscadine grapes vine is tougher than it looks and will bounce back beautifully with the right care. Seasonal care keeps your Muscadine grapes thriving all year long in the USA climate. In spring, focus on training new canes up the trellis, light fertilizing, and watching for the first tiny flower clusters. Summer is all about consistent watering, pest checks, and letting those green grapes swell into sweet perfection. In fall, reduce watering slightly as temperatures cool and enjoy the harvest. Most varieties ripen from August through October. Winter means pruning while dormant and protecting the main trunk from any hard freezes, with wraps or moving potted vines indoors to a bright, cool spot. Throughout the year, keep an eye on your Muscadine grapes for any sudden changes and adjust based on your local weather. That's what makes growing Muscadine grapes so personal and satisfying. Harvesting your own Muscadine grapes is the sweetest reward. Fruit is ready when the berries turn from green to deep bronze or black, feel slightly soft, and pull away easily from the cluster with a gentle tug. Twist and pull or use pruning shears so you don't damage the vine. Muscadine grapes can stay on the vine for a couple of weeks after ripening, so pick them fresh whenever you want. That perfect sweet tart snack. One healthy mature vine can give you dozens or even hundreds of pounds of fruit each season. Enough to eat fresh, make jelly, wine, or juice, and still have plenty to share with neighbors. Growing Muscadine grapes is more than just a hobby. It's a way to connect with native nature, eat healthier, save money on specialty groceries, and create a beautiful, fragrant landscape feature for your USA home. The sweet scent of the flowers, the lush green leaves, and those vibrant clusters of fruit make every day in the garden feel special. And the best part? Once you get the hang of it, with your first Muscadine grapes vine, you'll be ready to expand to other native fruits and build your own backyard vineyard. You've now got every tool you need to grow a thriving Muscadine grapes vine from day one. So what are you waiting for? Head to your local nursery this weekend, pick out a healthy young Muscadine grapes vine, set up a sturdy trellis, and start your journey. Your future self will thank you every time you pick that first sweet cluster. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.